Deep in the heart of Michigan, locals whisper about something strange, powerful, striped and silent. They say you can hear low growls at night echoing through the trees like thunder. Some claim to have seen massive paw prints in the mud, far too big for any dog. Others report orange flashes darting between shadows, vanishing before headlights can catch them. It sounds impossible, tigers in Michigan, but reports keep surfacing again and again. Not escaped zoo animals, but something more secretive, a hidden tiger sanctuary. The rumor: a private compound, fenced and remote, housing multiple exotic big cats. And not just any cats: Bengal tigers, Siberians, maybe even rare white morphs. Michigan isn't known for jungles, but it does have dense forests and forgotten farmland. In these remote corners, laws stretch thin, and so do the limits of visibility. Private ownership of exotic animals is legal in some parts of Michigan, with very few checks. Sanctuaries can operate with little public awareness, especially if they're labeled non-commercial. But when multiple tiger sightings are reported across different counties, questions grow louder. In one case, a school bus driver swore she saw a huge feline watching the road. In another, a deer carcass was found 20 feet up in a tree. No predator known could do that. The mystery deepens when you realize how often exotic animals go missing in America. Over 5,000 tigers live in the US, more than exist in the wild globally. Most are not in zoos or conservation programs. They're in private backyards and roadside facilities. Michigan has had several exotic animal cases, including lions, leopards, and even wolves. But tigers bring a unique fear, powerful, stealthy, and capable of vanishing into woods without a trace. In 2018, state officials investigated an unregistered compound after drone footage showed large enclosures. The footage was inconclusive, but nearby residents reported unusual roaring at dusk and dawn. Wildlife biologists remain skeptical, but admit the state's laws leave room for such places to exist. Could this be an illegal breeding operation, a true sanctuary, or something more disturbing? Big cats require massive amounts of food, fencing, and medical care. Hidden sanctuaries don't come cheap. That raises another concern. What happens during storms, power outages, or worse, economic collapse? In Ohio, an exotic animal collector once released over 50 wild animals into the countryside. Among them were tigers, bears, and lions, all eventually shot by law enforcement to protect the public. Could Michigan be one blackout away from a similar disaster? If these tigers exist, are they secure, healthy, and humanely cared for? Or are they pacing in silence, caged behind pine trees, hidden from oversight and law? There's a haunting irony. The world's rarest predators may be living anonymously in the Midwest. Not in vast reserves or protected zones, but in sheds, barns, and homemade compounds. One whistleblower described a Michigan property where at least 4 tigers were housed in converted horse stalls. No official action was taken because the owners had paperwork. But no one could verify the tigers' welfare or how many really lived there. Soundproof walls, forest cover, and locked gates kept most prying eyes away. Drone enthusiasts have tried to investigate, but dense foliage and private property laws limit access. Meanwhile, more neighbors report strange noises. Some say it sounds like thunder. Others say it breathes. Some even describe feeling watched while hiking, like being stalked by something unseen. Despite all this, no tiger has officially escaped or been photographed in the wild. But absence of proof doesn't equal proof of absence, especially when predators prefer to stay hidden. Tigers are solitary by nature, with the patience of ghosts and the silence of shadows. They can crouch unseen just feet away, holding still, eyes locked, breath slow. If they are in Michigan, they are not prowling, they are waiting for night, for silence, for the world to forget they're even there. Could a tiger sanctuary really stay hidden in modern America, in a state with satellites and drones? The truth is, it already has in other states for years. Some discovered only after tragedy, an escape, a mauling, a roar heard by the wrong ears. Michigan may be next in line for a revelation it never asked for. Because even if these tigers are loved, well-fed and secure, the danger remains. Not just the danger of the animals, but of secrecy, of silence, of systems that look away. And behind it all lies a strange new frontier, wildness fenced in suburbia, apex predators behind barns. We don't fear what we see, we fear what we almost see, what we suspect is true. A tail disappearing into fog, a sound that makes your skin prickle, even when you're safe indoors. The myth of the tiger has traveled far from Indian jungles to Michigan's maple woods. Maybe it's not just a myth anymore. Maybe the jungle has moved north. And maybe, just maybe, something orange and watching is already too close for comfort. Michigan's forests may be hiding more than deer and black bears. They may be hiding ghosts with stripes. If true, it forces a question that haunts every whisper. Who's really caged and who's in control?